Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to turn this strategy into a forex robot. We are going to use another EA builder, one of my other favorite EA builders. Today we are not using FX Dreamer, so I hope you enjoy the video and I hopefully can show you how you can easily turn your own winning trading strategies into a forex robot. You don't need to pay anybody to do that. You don't need any coding skills to create your own forex robot. So in this video I'm just going to show you how easy it is. So we're going to turn this Chawabanga forex trend following strategy into a forex robot, because we are lazy and we don't want to always come to our charts and look for all these conditions in order to place buys and sells. So let's just look into this Chawabanga forex trend following strategy. Basically it's supposed to what you refer to the 4 hour and 15-minute time frame. I think when you are going to use the Chawabanga, what they mean is maybe get an idea of the trend on the 4 hour time frame and maybe plug the robot on the 15-minute time frame. I did not write this, so I'm just making an assumption. It doesn't really say what time frame you need to use this strategy on, but feel free to create the robot and test it out on your favorite time frames. So in terms of indicators, what we need is the 5 and 10 exponential moving averages, the RSI, the stochastic, and the MACD. And if 5 moving averages above 10, it means trend is up. If 5 moving average is below 10 exponential moving average, it means trend is down. So for our buy entries, we need the 5 EMA to cross above the 10, but RSI must be above 50. Then stochastic must be headed up and not in overbought territory. We can basically see that's what's happening there. So we'll probably need it to be crossing the 20 and the 80. Then the MACD is 0 line, and RSI we are going to use a 50. So that's the gist of this strategy. It's basically a very easy to follow strategy. Put stop loss around 20 to 30 pips. That's the stop loss. And take profit, we want to aim for 1:3. Basically, if we're going to use a stop loss of 20, then obviously 20 pips, then obviously our take profit needs to be around 60 pips. Or if we're going to use 30 pips as our stop loss, then if we're going to do this, our take profit needs to be around 90 pips. That's what they are saying there. So how do we quickly do this and turn it into a forex robot? We can come here to one of my favorite free EA builders. Here you can create forex robots for MetaTrader 4 and for MetaTrader 5 for free. Everything is completely free using this EA builder. The problem with it doesn't really come with the functionality of FX Dreamer. That's why sometimes I do not use it. But if you have a very simple, easy to follow forex trading strategy, this is also a very good EA builder. I'm not in any way affiliated with them, or I'm not in any way endorsing them, but I've just been happy with using this EA builder as well. So how do we turn this strategy into a forex robot? Let's do that. By the way, if you are new on this channel, please consider subscribing. That's how you are not going to miss any of our future videos. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and like the video. It just motivates me to continue doing this, sharing all the knowledge that I have, showing you how to do these things for free without charging you anything. So the least that you can do for me is to just go ahead and like the video. If you're looking to download Forex robots, courses, everything that people are selling out there, there are links in the description box below. Visit those links and see if you cannot find what you're looking for. Then the broker that I use, many people also ask me about the broker that I use. They are one of the best brokers in the world. I've been with them for more than 5 years now, and I've not had any problems regarding deposits and withdrawals. So what I think, you should go ahead and sign up with them as well. One of their best offers is you can sign up with just $5, just $5, and you can open a real life trading account which you can use to test these robots and strategies without putting too much of your capital on the line. And if your robot is making money, if it manages to grow that $5, then obviously you can give it some more capital. So let's get into our video. So the first condition is we need, for a buy condition, we're going to set for a buy condition, we need the 5 EMA to be above the 10 EMA. So we go to forexeadvisor.com, and we're going to create this robot for MetaTrader 5. So we're just going to click MetaTrader 5. That's where we are. If you want to create for MetaTrader 4, you just come and click on there. This website is entirely free, unlike FX Streamer. Like I said, I think the reason is because of these adverts. So you just have to bear these adverts. FX Streamer, you don't see these adverts. That's why they want you to subscribe and pay some money. But yeah, in my opinion, this is a good platform to create robots as well. But FX Streamer has some more functionality. But anyway, so our buy condition, we are going to have 5 EMA above EMA 10. So we are going to come here and set our condition. So we want the moving average, and we're going to say set it at current time frame, and we're going to use 5 period. Shift, we're going to just use 0. I always use 0. MA type, we're going to use EMA, exponential moving average there. Price, we are going to use close. Shift, we are going to use 0. So for the buy, 5 needs to be above the 10 moving average. We're just going to do the same thing there. It needs to be above 10. Shift, we're going to use 0, and it needs to be EMA. If I'm moving too fast, I apologize. I don't want this video to be too long. Just follow along and rewind if you are not seeing, if you're not able to see anything. So that's the first condition. This is the first condition. Now the second condition, we need an RSI that is greater than the 50 line. So here we are going to add the second condition. We are going to have the RSI. Where is the RSI? There is the RSI, and it's going to be 14. RSI 14. 14. And we're going to use the close price. Shift, we're just going to use 0, and it needs to be above the 50 line. So we're going to come here, it needs to be above value. We are going to use value, so it's going to be above the 50 line. 50, that's the RSI. The stochastic, we're going to have the stochastic. It needs to be heading up and not in overbought territory. So from what I can see from this chart, overbought, oversold is, let me just make this muted a bit. Let's close that. So oversold is below 20 and overbought is above 80. So what are they saying here? So it must be headed up and not in overbought territory. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to use it as turning up from the oversold zone. So stochastic is 533. So we are going to have to add here our stochastic, and we are going to find our stochastic. There is stochastic. It's going to be 5 3 3. And method, it really doesn't matter, just use SMA. And mode, we are going to just use main, and shift we are going to use 0. You can always change the values if you are not happy with these values. Then it needs to be above, we said it needs to be above the 20 line. So we're going to again come and say value, it needs to be above 20 there. Then the last condition is that we have a MACD which needs to be above the 0 line. What's the value for MACD? 12.26.9. Let's go and see if we can find our MACD there. Let's find MACD. There is a MACD, and it's going to be 12.26.9. So we're going to have 12.26.9. You can always play with these values to suit your particular needs. I'm just going to use main there. I'm going to put in a 0 there, and it's going to be above of value 0, the 0 line. We MACD, we usually only use the 0 line, which is the middle line in there. That's the 0 line. So we've basically done all our conditions for a buy. We've basically done all our conditions for a buy. So now we go to conditions for a sell. We are just going to do around about the very same thing, but in the opposite direction. That's what we want. So for sell, the 5 moving exponential moving average, where is exponential moving average? I'm just going to move fast in this area because you kind of understand what I'm doing. Again, if I'm moving too fast, please rewind the video. Here we're going to go below the moving average 10. If I'm moving too fast, just rewind the video and watch it again. I apologize. I do not make these videos too long because you guys, you don't like to watch very long videos. At least that's what it shows on YouTube. So I'm trying to make these videos short. I think the next condition is what? RSI, which is less than 50. RSI, it's 14 if I remember. Let's go to RSI. We're going to use period 14, and we're going to say price close. Shift, we're going to use 0, and it's going to be below the 50 line. 50 line. Then we are going to add our stochastic. There is our stochastic, and we are going to, what was the value for stochastic? 533. 533. We are just going to use SMA and main, and shift, we're going to use 0, and it needs to be below the overbought. We are going to say to set it at 80. We're going to set it at 80. That's the stochastic. And we are going to have the MACD as well. The MACD, where is the MACD? MACD, we say 12.26.9. The MACD is 12.26.9. Again, feel free to change anything that you might want to change by yourself, and it needs to be below this 0 line. Then we just put in a 0 there. So now we have our buy and sell conditions. So to close a buy, we are just going to use these sell conditions, because we want, when it opens a sell, to close any buys, because we don't want to have buys and sells at the same time. So the moment these conditions appear, we want to close our buys, or we can just use this first condition. You don't need to write all these conditions, so you can simply set the moment this happens, the moving average crosses happens, regardless of this, we want to close the buy. So we are just going to use the same condition on the sell to close a buy. So we are going to say, when we see that we have a moving average 5, which are going to use 0, EMA, close 0. The moment that happens, moving average 5 goes below moving average 10, we want to close any buys. We want to close any buys. So 0, then we are going to EMA, price close shift 0. And to close any sales, obviously we are going to close any sales the moment we see buy condition, so we are just going to use this as well. So to close any sales, the moment we see moving average 5, I apologize for my phone which is going off. I forgot to put it on silent. Then it needs to be above period 10, shift 0, EMA, price. We're going to use close and 0. So the moment that this buy condition appears, we're going to close any sales. Then to options, we are going to set our magic number. I'm just putting a random number there. The magic number is what your robot uses to identify the trades that it placed, the trades that were placed by that particular robot, so that it can be able to manage the stop loss, trailing stop, and the stuff. So it's important that you just you give every robot a unique magic number, so that it can only be able to manage only the trades that it placed. Okay, so just put a random number there. Robots, I usually just give them the bare minimum lot size in terms of lots, or so decide on the bare minimum lot size that's used by a broker. Some brokers it's 0.01, for some brokers it's 0.1. Then in terms of stop loss, we were given a stop loss here. It needs to be between 20 and 30, so we're just going to say 30. And in terms of take profit, the ratio needs to be 1:3, so we're just going to use 90 in terms of take profit, 90 pips. And trailing stop, we want to start trailing when we are in 50 pips positive, but you can use 0 if you do not trail your stop loss. You can use 0 there. Use money management. I think this is a new feature that they've just added. I've not been here for a long time now, so I think it's a new feature that they've just introduced. I'll be keen to test it out. I will skip it for now until I come back and see what it's about. But that's all that we need there. And then we go to this section that says expert advisor code. Then we go in there. Then we're going to come here and we're going to click on generate, and we are going to name our robot. Find a name that's probably cool for your robot. Maybe we call it what? Oh yeah, they call it Chawabanga. Let's just copy Chawabanga Forex Trend EA. Let's just copy that in, paste that in there, and we are going to save. So when you save, you are going to get the source code. This is the source code for the robot. I have already done a video on this channel showing you how to use source code. With MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. So go ahead and watch that video. Then you can easily convert the source code into the executable file, then put it on your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. Otherwise, guys, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you want me to show you how to do it, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. I'll try my best to answer all your questions. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass half wish. I know, it's